How's everything going, guys? Welcome to my first reaction video here on this Wednesday afternoon. Hope you guys are well. Today we're going to be doing some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's a review on the Simpsons arcade game. So Critic once again has gone back to doing a game review again. I remember he did a Let's Play over, come on, it's been about 15 years now, maybe even longer, when he did Bebe's Kids on Super Nintendo. That one has been requested as well, but I might not do it because I have seen it, but I've not seen it in 15 years. So it's been years since I've seen it. So today we're going to be doing the next Nostalgia Critic review. Apologise about the camera angle. I've literally right now I've got nowhere to put my camera. I might be getting myself a camera stand as of me recording this probably tomorrow. So it will either be later on this week, videos will have a different angle, or it'll be next week. Depends how many videos I want to get done, because my son, I'm not at work for the next week, so when I'm recording this, so when you guys see this, I still won't be at work. I've got like 2.5 weeks off. So I'm trying to use this time to get videos done. So yeah, today we're going to be watching the Simpsons arcade game, Nostalgia Critic. So Nostalgia Critic has gone back to doing a game review again. So, yeah, this is, film reviews is his repertoire. He's okay at game reviews. So, shall we see this one's any good? Yeah, this was uploaded about 3 weeks ago. So, remember guys, when it comes with reviews, I'm still doing that 10-day rule. So, but it's been, what, 3 weeks? So, it's been literally double that for this one. So, should we get on with it? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
Stamps!
Also brought to you by Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit.
So I just have to wipe my eye. I've got that one. No, that one. That eye's been getting really sore recently because of a lack of sleep. And this one, I've got a bloody infection in it. Because lack of sleep, basically. Because I've only been averaging about 5-6 hours sleep a night, which is not enough for anybody. I think last night I got about 6.5 last night.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. I'm at Galloping Ghost, the largest arcade in the world, to try out the new section I like to call Arcade Adaptation. See, in the 80s and 90s, a lot of media had arcade games based around them. You name it, movies, shows, even Aerosmith had an arcade game. And while yes, these games are fun to talk about, not many people discuss them as adaptations. I mean, these games were probably rushed to cash in on the zeitgeist, so it's interesting to look over just how well these games capture the voice of the subject matter. Or how much they made shit up because they didn't have enough info on the subject matter. Case in point, we're going to be talking about one of the most popular beat-em-up games of all time based on a very unlikely source, the Simpsons arcade game. How'd I get back here? The Simpsons arcade game was released by Konami in 1991 and was an instant success, being one of the top 3 highest-selling cabinets of that year and proving Simpson Mania was alive and well despite the show only being out for 2 years.
Yeah, no one realised this, but in the early 90s, Simpsons was massive. Like, for me, prime Simpsons is season 4 to season 9. So, I still remember, there's some from the later seasons that makes me laugh, but like I said, it's season 4, season 9 for me is prime Simpsons.
But with that said, while The Simpsons now has over 35 years of endless characters and jokes to pull from, Konami only had 2 years of content, hell, maybe even less than that to work off of. Needless to say, this makes it tricky to find dozens and dozens of enemies and obstacles to fight. Yeah. So we're gonna see how well it holds up, not just as a game, but as an it's a working title.
You always wondered why that app didn't exist. Now you can make it. Meet Replit Agent. Want a custom work?
Movies.
It starts off as on point as you can get, replicating the show's intro while also explaining who they are to newcomers. The story starts with Mr. Smithers robbing a jewelry store with explosives. Seems a lot of character.
Yeah.
Yes, Smithers and Burns do bad things, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say they don't need the money that bad. Smithers literally bumps into the Simpsons, causing him to drop the diamond. Maggie confuses it for a pacifier, so Smithers kidnaps Maggie. Again, for what they had at the time, this was probably the quickest way to get a simple story across.
Yeah.
You can either play as Homer, Marge, Bart, or Lisa, all voiced by the original cast. You got a jump button and attack button, and if you push them both, you do a special attack that hurts enemies even more.
Right.
And unlike some other Konami beat-em-ups, it doesn't take off any of your life force anytime you use it. If you and another player stand still close enough to each other, you can also join forces and do a special move. Even if sometimes it does result in some of the most annoying sounds in arcade history.
Can't believe you don't shut up.
Okay, I'm gonna choose Marge
Will you
because
shut
I
up?
think her weapon being...
I don't believe you. Don't shut up. Oh, fucking, what episode was that? Oh, it's the episode when Apu finds out that him and Manjula are having octuplets. There we go. Little bundles of joy. Will you shut up? They're so magical. I don't believe it. Don't shut up.
Being a vacuum had a little bit more reach, but I could be wrong about that. On that note, I guess they were vacuum shopping because I don't know why else she'd just be walking around with that thing. Maybe she's cleaning the sidewalk, I don't know. Also, I'll just say it. Somebody...
To be fair, if your wife came up to you, hit you in the face with a fucking vacuum cleaner, it would hurt. Probably knock you out.
These situations look hilariously disturbing when you fight as her. Jesus! And like Princess Peach, if you're a dainty homebody in a fighting game, naturally your ass is gonna be a weapon.
You got a butt that won't quit.
I know what you guys you haven't got it. $5, get out of here.
You walk around town fighting Mr. Burns' hired goons.
Hired goons?
Hired goons?
Weirdly designed, they're middle-aged men who look like...
I like the fact Toby's putting clips from the show in it. Like I said, classic Simpsons is fucking amazing.
Well, a family of 4 could take him out. I just feel like Burns would have tougher henchmen. But all throughout the levels, they sneak in little cameos that nowadays I'm not sure the average fan would recognize.
Dr. Marvin Monroe?
This kid in the arcade was actually a kid in the arcade in the early seasons. These bunny characters are from Matt Groening's old comic strip. Even the boss you find in the first level is a wrestler briefly seen in season 2. So they really tried to utilize as many characters as possible. But yeah, a family sitcom, even an anime one, didn't have much use for assassins and henchmen and such. So they did need to make some up. Like in the first 2 levels, Springfield and Krusty Land. These 2 guys pop up before you fight them as a boss in the 3rd level, and I have no idea who they're supposed to be. But they present them like, ooh, these 2 are here.
Yeah, I reckon if they did this game now, they'll probably replace him with the mobsters, like Fat Tony's mobsters.
Get ready to see more of them. Maybe they accidentally got the script for the Moonwalker game when they figured out they got the wrong one. They just never changed it back. Speaking of which, in levels 3 and 4, when you go through a graveyard and a bar scene, I swear these are send-ups to the Moonwalker games. We've seen Hut Jackson guest starred on the show and may have even written the Bartman song. I don't think that's such a stretch.
Please, they prefer to be called the living impaired.
Even in that cutaway joke he's wearing a Jackson album, Simpsons Gate is real, whatever it is. I guess Moe is really moving up in the world, turning his bar into a franchise. He even has Bart Tracy playing there. Okay, now the background jokes are great. Even Moe being on the phone while a fight breaks out indicates this is really nothing new for him.
Hey everybody, I'm a stupid moron with an ugly face and a big butt, and my butt smells.
And then yeah, there are jokes that are just there
And I like to sniff my own butt.
to be video game jokes. Like they have an alien arcade cabinet and it's shown it's Marge as one of the aliens. Get it? Because her hair looks like penis. The Simpsons game itself gets a lot of self-promotion. I think this works because, again, these jokes were par for the course at the time. And it does show you're not supposed to take this too seriously. Now let me continue to analyze every nitpick in connection to the original. Maybe if they waited later, they could promote some other Simpsons games. We don't talk about that here.
Yeah, because a few years ago, Nostalgia Critic did a Let's Play on Bart's Nightmare, and people said it was the worst Let's Play of all time. Yeah, and he has never, ever, ever let that down. He's even said he actually regrets doing that video. He regrets it.
Those were very patient henchmen waiting in those cabinets. Again, knowing Mo, he probably smuggled a million other things in them.
All right, on the light.
On the light.
People often applaud me for how flexible I am. Watch. While I wait for someone to find me and call a doctor, let's talk about Stamps.com. Flexibility in your workday means you can decide when and where to invest your time. Like focusing on the important parts of the business that only you can do. And not just like you're with one of your bones, several of your bones broken. With Stamps.com, tedious tasks like sending certified playing Arkham Knight every...
Guys, that was a 3-minute, 3.5-minute bloody advert. Critic, you're better than this.
Friday on Twitch. We also have...
Yeah. I can't believe how downhill they've gone when it comes to... They literally only stream, what? 2 hours a day on a Monday, 2 hours a day on a Tuesday, 2 hours on a Wednesday, 3 hours on a Thursday, 3 hours on a Friday. Because basically, because of a couple of years ago, their studio broke, Doug's had to get rid of a load of staff. I think it's only just Doug, Malcolm and Heather now that work there. Oh yeah, Walter occasionally.
Have content 5 days a week. Hope to see you there. Also, everybody says they never get notified about it.
So I was looking into my computer, guys. I thought I had a cobweb in my PC. I don't. I'm like, why? I've got a load of build-up of dust in my PC. I've literally only cleaned it out like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to clean it out again.
Latest video, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get all the latest updates. At the end of the level, you fight a boss who's just a junkie. Yeah, okay, I do wish they could have utilized some other villains they had, like Mrs. Bots or Sideshow Bob or the aliens. Even instead of the Krusty Balloon at the end of level 2, it would have been cooler if they had some henchmen dressed up as Itchy and Scratchy. Still, like I said, I don't know what the rush for this game was, and it's impressive they worked in as much as they did. Heck, in the next level, the bear that accidentally gets released from Krusty Land reappears and is drawn exactly like the bears in the camping episode.
Yeah.
And that's 2 callbacks. It's clever, too, that they run into Bigfoot, and in the episode I just mentioned, they joke about how Homer is so below average he's confused for Bigfoot. And here, he has the same moves as Homer. That's actually kind of subtle if you think about it. Uh-oh, there's that bear again. You do have to fight the bear at the end, who, wait, was a henchman the whole time? So he was just in a cage and they chased after his employer?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, as you fall off a waterfall and
That's actually quite a sweet episode. That's the episode where Maggie speaks for the first time.
get knocked out, leading to the most inventive level, your own dream. Or a shared dream if you're playing with others. This gets really out there and has a lot of fun, using elements from every family member's life as obstacles. And of course, they're operating with Matrix on Elm Street rules that if you die in the dream, you die in real life. Jesus, I never knew Marge had such self-hate. Granted, I think most parents have a dream similar to this about their kids.
Yeah,
and
I
it
do.
usually ends the same way.
Bowling ball.
You have to fight a giant bowling ball at the end, and afterwards you play one of the few in-between games where you have to push the buttons as quickly as possible. In the old days, I used to smash them at the same time as quick as I could, but I think it actually works better if you just go back and forth between them. Once you wake up, you go to the next level, a TV station. And seeing how Konami also did the Ninja Turtles game, you gotta wonder if that channel name is intentional. While they do miss an opportunity to get Ken Brockman in there, I do like he's legit angry people are fighting during his newscast and he just gives up. Don't worry, buddy, there wasn't even a camera recording you. This level's a little underwhelming, seeing how it's only a news set, a space set, and then a ninja set. I feel like they could have gone a lot further with this. However, it is quite revealing to find out that Marge is a rabbit. I did not know this.
Yeah, because originally the under Marge's hair was going to be rabbit ears as a callback to Life is Hell, which was the previous thing that Matt Groening did, but he decided against it. But as like a wink and a nod to people that knew that, Konami put it in the game.
The boss is, I don't know, Doc Brown, the samurai clown. And once you defeat him, you get to the final level at the nuclear power plant. Honestly, it's not even a level, it's just 2 boss battles. It's almost like they forgot to wake the henchmen up and you just pass them by without even knowing.
How dare you disturb me during nap time?
But seeing how the last level was a little...
Oh, that's the one when I think that's the episode when a bunch of nuclear safety inspectors come round, and he goes, "How dare you disturb me before nap time?" and then basically what happens is, just trying to remember it. It's the one where Homer's forced to go to college because he didn't pass nuclear safe engineering.
Well, underwhelming, and I feel like we've kind of fought the nuclear power plant a few other times in other levels. I think it's pretty welcomed. And while it's cool, the original voices of the main characters are represented here. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the voice of Smithers isn't the original.
Welcome to my world.
Very brave of them to have Mickey Rooney return to his most controversial role.
Yeah.
Maybe they were like, he went from black to white, why not throw Asian in the mix too? He throws his explosives at you. Again, as the character does.
Yeah.
And once you defeat him, you finally take on Mr. Burns.
Welcome to your grave.
Okay, this feels like the most authentic boss battle. Tell me you couldn't see him just having this thing stashed away. Hell, he probably creates Girl Scouts asking for money for cookies in this.
Where do you think you're going?
And appropriately, he is damn difficult to beat. Jesus, why'd you become as hard as Dragon's Lair all of a sudden? You fight him in a few different forms, which again feels appropriate for the final boss. And after he's defeated, Maggie puts a pacifier in his mouth. Which again is a joke the early seasons would probably end on.
Yeah.
Step out of the car. Do it now.
Get down on the floor and break.
Thus the credits roll as they all walk home. Homer even gives you the diamond at the end. Yeah, thanks, those shiny pixels will definitely cover all the quarter guzzling that final boss raked up. So there it is, the Simpsons arcade game. You know, it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
As a game, it's basically a classic. It's fun, it's creative, it has a lot of variety. On the whole, I give it an A. As an adaptation, it's also pretty decent. It captures the spirit and humor of the early seasons while also being laid back enough to throw in some in-jokes and character cameos superfans would recognize. It does miss the mark in a few areas, like not utilizing even more characters and having a shaky story that, yes, is par of the course for games at that time, but could have been a touch more clever. As an adaptation, I give it a B+. So I guess all added together, that equal out to an A-. It's still a pretty impressive accomplishment all these years later.
Yeah.
With that said, what do you think? Do you think this game works both on its own and as an adaptation? Or do you feel like it missed the idea of what the show was about? Also, let me know if you dig me reviewing old arcade games as adaptations and what ones you want to see me do in the future. I'm the Nostalgia Critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world. Yeah, I was right there. Majesty was originally meant to hide rabbit ears to indicate she was actually a rabbit from McGann's country life in hell. They scrapped the idea at some point, but I guess they didn't tell Konami. Yeah, I knew that already. So yeah, I thought Doug did okay there. Actually, let me know what do you think. I think Doug did okay then. For a game review. So the next video I'm gonna do, I might get it over and done with. It is Scott the Wars Sonic 3D Blast. And then when it comes to Scott the Wars, guys, I'm probably just gonna get it. I'm probably after I've done this, I'm only gonna do 1 or 2 Scott the Wars videos because what I want to try and do is on my content, I want to try and branch out a little bit. That was the main reason why I started everything again, because it's been 5 weeks since I relaunched the channel. The viewership's down, but saying that, like, I've only got 20 videos. So, and only 6 of them are reactions. So, anyway, guys, that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you on my next video, which will be the next episode of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So, I hope I see you guys then. See you in a bit. Peace. Love you all. Bye bye.